everyone, Dylan here. Are you tired of juggling classes, your social life, maybe a part-time job? Well, I'm here today to teach you how to juggle, maybe procrastinate a bit, who knows? So today with me, I got Kian Booth, my roommate. I'm going to teach him how to juggle. He is known for his grit and his power, not so much his hands and his finesse. So if he can juggle today, you can. So we're gonna start off, find 3 balls. Tennis balls work the best. If you got fruit, I probably bruised every fruit in the house when I was learning. Anything that's about the same weight, same size, socks, paper, whatever you got. But we're just gonna start with 1 today. Grab 3. So first thing we wanna do is just take the ball in each hand and just toss it up. One to the other. Try and keep it as parallel with your body as possible. You don't want it to kind of come out ahead of you because that's gonna make it awkward when you have more balls and you're trying to actually juggle them. So this I'm gonna do for a while. I would honestly say this is one of the most important parts. Getting this accurately and the right spacing and the right timing. It takes quite a bit and it does take practice. So get used to throwing it ahead of you, throwing it behind you, but just keep practicing like this star pupil here. Ooh. And one thing I want you to do after you kind of get that, you get it constant, try and keep it maybe just forehead height. Don't go too crazy. Don't hot potato it. Just nice. Shoulder to shoulder. There you are, see? And then you just want to keep your hands out like this. So you're trying not to like look at the ball each time you catch it, because eventually you're not going to be able to. So once you start getting it, see if you can focus on something ahead of you while catching it. There we are. So after you get that, you can pause it, you can make it a little easier for yourself. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add the second ball. So this is the hard part, but this is probably the most important part of the entire steps to getting to juggling, because this is where you learn how to do your timing, how to get the actual tosses properly. So first what you're gonna do is, like the last game or the last time, you're just going to toss the first ball up, but as your ball is coming down or as it hits its peak, you want to toss the other ball to your other hand. So 1 up, and you want to keep doing that. You want to get the timing so this ball is at its peak, and then you're tossing the second ball, and that timing is going to be very, very crucial when you have 3 balls in your hand. So with your first, which one's your most comfortable hand?
This one.
So use your most comfortable hand first, just to get used to it. Toss it up. Toss it up. Okay. Once you toss it up, you want to toss it over to your other hand, and then as it gets to here, you're gonna toss this ball to the other hand. Yes. So the hardest part, it's really weird. You don't think it would be like something you wouldn't be able to do, but throwing that second ball is the hardest part. So just sometimes if you don't catch it, just get used to just throwing it. Whether it's a bad throw or not, just get used to that idea of letting it go while the other ball is coming at you. So try again. There you are. Yeah. Now make sure you're getting arch, because you're kind of looking like you're rushed, right? It's getting hard. So try and get it so the ball is at least maybe just above your head, and then that one you want to have them at the same height. Okay. Okay. Oh. So this is gonna happen a lot. Get used to dropping it. Get used to annoying your roommates or your family, and just keep practicing that until it feels comfortable. Focusing on 2 things. There's going to be 2 dots that maybe you can find. I don't know if it maybe helps you, Kian, but find 2 dots that are shoulder width apart, and just above your head, and just focus on those 2 dots and throw your tennis ball with intention to those balls, to those points.
Oh.
Did you find 2 spots?
Yeah, look at the door frame.
Okay, yeah. There you go. That one was better. And try and get more like arch, like up and then like down, so you kind of looks like a graph.
Oh. Thank you.
Yes. There it is. Looking better. There we go. One thing you'll notice too is when you're throwing, you'll want to take your one hand and kind of bring it into the middle of your body, not right into the middle, but you're going to kind of want to guide the ball to the other side of your hand. And once you get that rhythm, you'll notice that there is a full rhythm with both of your hands as you're throwing it, and you'll kind of come through and eventually look as good as Kian is right now. All right,
You doing okay?
Oh yeah, you're doing great. Try. You're kind of like throwing it back. Try and throw it sideways.
How come this one's going all the way over there?
That one, because that one you're still like holding on, so you're kind of just like jutting it out. Kind of throw it, yeah. I don't know, the arc up. There you go.
Oh.
So I think the biggest struggle Keen's having, and I had too, was that throw. So if you're finding that and you're not getting comfortable with 2 balls, go back to 1. I was on 3 balls and went back to 1 just to make myself, get that actual rhythm of shoulder to shoulder, nice little arc. There it is. That was perfect. There we go. Nice. There it is. So this one you're probably going to practice for quite a while. So take your time, pause this. Don't rush it. That's the biggest thing is once you start rushing it, you're just going to leave yourself short. This is the most important part of the entire process. So just get used to it and practice lots. So we're gonna jump Keenan in. We're gonna force him into a little quicker here, just for time's sake. But what's gonna happen now is you're gonna have the 3 here. I'll show first.
Yeah.
So you're gonna hold the balls like this. Hold the 2 balls in one hand, 1 ball in the other, obviously. And same idea. If you started getting the rhythm, you can do it with the 2 balls first, get that rhythm, and then you want to start throwing that 3rd ball up as you're catching the 1st ball. And the best way to start with this is start with high tosses to really get your rhythm down. Once you start getting it small, you start throwing the ball everywhere, and you're just to mess everything up. So, Kian, if you want to come back. So, you got this, huh? I feel this. So first thing, you want to toss that top ball in your hand, same this one of the 2 balls, and you want to toss that one up, and then same idea, same idea as the second step. As soon as that ball starts hitting the arc or the peak, you're gonna start throwing this ball. So yeah. Don't try and do multiple in a row. Try and just get the 3 balls throwing up at one time. So throw the first one, second one, and as you catch that second one. So this is where throwing it straight up, and with your intention, not throwing it too light. That's where it's gonna get. This is where it's gonna get tricky, and you really need the accuracy of that first and second throw. So first ball is gonna get tossed up, and then when it starts arcing down, then you want to throw your second ball. Yeah. And then the 3rd ball, when you catch that first ball, is when you're going to toss the 3rd ball. Because that should be the timing that your second ball is arcing. but you're not going to be able to watch all those at once. That was right. You had the right rhythm. You had that was like the hand, everything was right. It was just, yeah.
Oh,
So
I can't remember which one to catch it with.
yeah, and that's the thing. This is not that physical of a thing to do. It's all mental. And one thing is is that you're not going to be able to pay attention to the balls all the time. You're not going to be able to look at the ball every single time. What you're going to have to do is just practice. That's the biggest thing, and really get used to keeping that ball parallel. All the balls parallel. Once you start getting crazy and throwing them all over the place, you're just going to lose your rhythm. Any other tips that I would have? I would say the intention part. When I say throw with intention, I didn't think of it at first. I thought, oh, whatever. But once you actually start throwing with intention and finding those spots, that's when you can start really noticing where the ball's going. Your hand gets used to it, and then you just start juggling. That's how it works. That's how the clowns do it. That's how everybody does it. So, hope you like it. Hope you get good at juggling. Ask me on GroupMe if you don't have any. I'd like to thank Kian. Thanks for coming in, and enjoy, guys. Thanks for having me.